Are you a fan of Jorge Masvidal? Raise your hands up. I am a fan of Jorge Masvidal, 150%. No doubt about that. A big, big fan of Jorge Masvidal. Did you guys see that brawl after the press conference? Diaz, Masvidal. Did you guys see that? Yeah? Let's take a look.
Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. You soft. You get knocked out by a soft. You soft. You soft.
Media down. Media down. We need our cameras filming. Media down.
Oh, what's up, nigga?
Everybody relax.
You gonna get fucked up in this bitch. You ain't gonna get fucked up in this bitch. Hey, speak English. You gonna get fucked up in this bitch. What's up, bitch ass nigga? What's up, bitch ass nigga? What's up, bitch ass nigga? Yeah, come here, come here, come here, come here. Yeah, come here.
Relax.
You got me like a bitch. You heard? These niggas are grabbing that. Watch out.
Like, this happened after the press conference. Like, this didn't even happen in the press conference. It was after the press conference. Everything is over. Diaz walked away. Masvidal is just not one of those guys that you mess around with. The guy doesn't joke. He doesn't play at all. He's not one of those fighters that you come around and start saying smack to, start saying rubbish, start saying this, start saying that, start mouthing on, and then you think you get away with it. He doesn't do any of those. If you mouth to Masvidal, you have to be able to back it up with your hands. Like, that guy is a born street fighter. Masvidal used to fight at the backyard. The guy used to fight on the street years ago before he even became famous. Remember the days of Kimbo Slice? Rest in peace, Kimbo Slice, late Kimbo Slice. Rest in peace, bro. Masvidal was fighting as well in them days. Masvidal, I've been watching that guy for many years, many years, even before he smelled the UFC. That guy doesn't joke. He's a pure street fighter. He's the game bred for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's why he's called the game bred. He's not called the game bred just for the nickname, for the sake of it. Masvidal also is one of those guys that never got paid anything when he was fighting. He got paid peanuts, even at the backyards and all that, in the street when he was fighting. He got paid peanuts, guys. That guy is a born fighter. I don't even consider Masvidal an athlete. I consider him just a fighter. There's a difference between an athlete and a fighter. An athlete, for example, GSP, yeah? GSP is one of those guys that could probably be a footballer. He could probably be a dancer or something like that if he wanted to, because he's just athletic. But he knows how to fight. And he has enough IQ to fight. You know what I mean? And he just has the package. He knows how to fight. Simple as that. But Masvidal, he is not an athlete. Of course, he has a bit of athleticism in him, but he's not considered an athlete. He's considered a fighter, man. Masvidal is as fighting machine as they get. Let me tell you that now today. He's an OG. That guy's an OG. Like, if you think about it, like, even when he was in the UFC, in his first few years in the UFC, the guy didn't make much money. Nobody knew Masvidal. We knew he was kind of a gangster fighter. We knew he was from the street. We knew this, that. We knew he took no shit from nobody. You just kind of knew who he was just from knowing who he was, basically. You know what I mean? But the guy wasn't really making much money when he came to the UFC. He started making that big bucks after his fight with Ben Askren. If you remember that knockout, one of the fastest knockouts ever. He just came into the ring, the bell rang, and then he ran towards the other side of the cage, knee to the face of Askren, trying to take him down. Boom. Askren was stone dead on the floor. That was how Masvidal started becoming Masvidal of today. He's made a lot of money till today. He's had a lot of fights. He's one of the fan favorites, definitely. And he also has his own promotion as well. He's doing bare knuckle MMA. You guys should go check it out. It's actually fairly deadly. It's brutal, actually. There's some fighters there that don't really care about anything. They just want to fight. I don't know how much they even get paid for this, but they just want to fight. Like you often hear about people being pranked, fighters being pranked, celebrities being pranked, and all that kind of thing. Masvidal is one guy you definitely don't want to prank. I can promise you that. The prank could go horribly wrong, and you might find yourself in a hospital if you try to prank Masvidal. That is for a fact. Can you guys imagine Masvidal in secondary school? Masvidal is definitely one of those guys that fights almost every week on a Friday. I'm going to meet you outside school and let's sort this out. He has to be one of those guys. Every Friday in school, Masvidal fights someone every Friday in school. That is for a fact. This guy doesn't joke. I think Masvidal feels more comfortable on the street than actually in the octagon. If I'm being honest with you, from what I can see, like, you know, even the way what he did to Leon Edwards that time at the back after the fight, that he gave Leon Edwards a chip shot. Remember that? And remember what he did to Colby Covington. After Colby Covington fought him for 5 good rounds, Colby Covington dominated that fight, obviously. He still went outside a couple of weeks or whatever. He met Colby Covington outside and basically attacked Colby Covington. Like, you know, like, I think that's just who he is. He's just a brawler. He's just a I don't care guy kind of guy. He's just like one of those boys you really don't want to mess with. It's like having a fight with Masvidal now. It's not going to end there. It's going to continue and continue and continue and continue. Whenever he sees you on the street, it's going to continue and continue. That is the kind of person that he is. So people need to kind of know that as well. And I guess even him himself, I'm surprised how he's not in jail or something like that at this stage because, like, I don't know. But anyways, I'm a big fan of Masvidal. The boxing fight against Diaz is not really my cup of tea, but I will be watching. I'd rather them fight in MMA. But Diaz is going downhill at the moment, to be honest. You know, Diaz is not Diaz anymore. Masvidal is not Masvidal anymore. But Masvidal still has more to give than Diaz, if you get what I mean. And in the boxing fight, we kind of saw a glimpse of that in the MMA, what's going to happen between Masvidal and Nate Diaz. Masvidal dominated that fight when they fought in the octagon in the UFC. I don't see this going any different. And they didn't even do any takedowns. There was no takedowns or anything like that. It was pure striking battle in the UFC. So I don't see this fight going any differently. But either way, I'm going to be watching, chilling, happy out, and may the best man win. I hope the fight continues, and I hope the fight actually happens. That's what I meant to say. I hope that fight really happens. Guys, don't be shy. Do me a favor. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next video. Thanks, guys.